Here and welcome back to a brand new series where I just basically talk about cool but funny kind of stuff that happened in my past, like today's episode's gonna be like about teachers that I had and some of their bad choices. Don't worry about the gameplay going on in the background. Video's not for that, but I'd like to point out that I did get the new starter pack skin. Pretty lit. Why'd I go over here? Alright, anyways, so this video is going to basically be about the teachers that I used to have, or had, and that I found a little bit weird. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they weren't the best. So, alright, so there's this one time in grade 7, so last year. I'm only in grade 8, so there's going to be, different episodes to this, because I'm only in grade 8, remember that. And so there's this one time when I was in grade 7, and I did not like my teacher. Like, she was the worst teacher someone could have. Like, she took bad teachers and made them good. Like, I'm not even joking. That's how bad she was. So basically, there was this one time where no one would stop talking. Like, she just lost her crap. And there was one student in particular that just wouldn't shut up. And at first it was kind of funny, and then everyone just thought, like, man, shut up, please. Like, shut the hell up. So anyways, we're going in class, right? And we see a bunch of weird table groups and with napkins and flowers on it. So we're like, what the hell is this? What the hell? And we look on the chalkboard, it says Chez Piggy Bees. I look it up on my phone. It's actually a real restaurant. You can go ahead and Google it. Chez Piggy Bees is the weirdest name for a restaurant, but it's okay. And I think she called it Bees because her last name is Bolton, and it made me kind of upset. But, you know, whatever. So basically what happened was she named it that, and it was kind of weird. So we walk into class and she's like, well, you must wash your tables after every meal. We're like, okay. And so we had group leaders, and I found this the weirdest part. We had group leaders that didn't even they didn't do anything. All they did was clear the flowers off the tables and wash the desk after every meal, and it was stupid. She's like, treat us like a real restaurant, and that was probably the weirdest time I've ever had as being a student. Like, what is the point in that? It did nothing either. After a month, she just gave up because no one would even listen to her after that. So that was the end of that. It was the stupidest thing ever. And there was this other time in her class when, so what happened was she lost her crap on one student, and she swore, right? Oh my god, that's two. She swore, so everyone's like, oh, you swore, you're the teacher. You know how grade 7s are. So she's just sitting there, and one student's like, oh, she actually swore. Well, I'm going to the office for this. And he goes to the office, and they're like, well, yeah, you're in grade 7. You should know this by now. And the principal had to go up in front of the entire school and just say, yeah, teachers can swear. That's basically what he said. It was no point about it. Like half the time, I think the principals just do stuff just to be on the teacher's side, and it's no point. There was this one time in grade 3, and so our teacher kind of didn't like noise. Like, any teacher didn't. Well, and then so there's this one time in our class, basically our teacher is like, you guys are making too much noise. Stop. No one stop. You guys are making too much noise. Stop. No one stop. Throws a stapler across the room, because that's going to get a class to stop talking. What? So after that happened, I just basically gave up. Mind my own business, stop talking, get the homework done, you'll get through this, alright? School actually isn't that hard. I don't mind school at times, but when it comes to these really bad teachers, then there's times where I'm like, get me the hell out of here before I die. Oh, there was this one time with my teacher, and then, so basically what happened, it was lunchtime, right? And I was the good student. I thought I was hilarious from doing this, but I I had to go pee, right? So, and no teachers in the room, so I yelled at the top of my lungs walking into class, I gotta go potty! Turn around, and my teacher is right there, staring at me, and I'm like, oh, did I do something to offend you? But, like, I actually like that teacher. I don't mind. I had one teacher that, I don't know if you guys knew this, but she was forced to dab. And it was kind of the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So on the last day of school, you know how to the summer, kids are riled up, they don't care, they just want to leave that school. And this is grade 5, by the way, so you know how they are. And so first we get the principal to dab. I made a video on this on my old channel, but it got a lot of views too. But so first of all, the principal was first to dab, and everyone's like just screaming at her, dab, dab. And then so that turned into a whole thing. And then so the bell rings. No one even heard the bell, like, 'cause who cares? Shit. Why do grenades make those noises now? What the heck? So no one even heard the bell. They're just like, huh, well, we're getting a teacher to dab here. Who cares about a bell? Like, oh, like, there has to be about 100 of us piled up in front of the door. No one could exit, and everyone's just screaming, dab, dab, over and over and over again. This is when dab was a thing, by the way. Don't make fun of me like, you guys are still talking about dabbing, like that's illegal. But like, no, it's not like that, alright? It's not like that. So the teacher, this is back in 2015, guys. Dabbing was a thing. It was okay to do. You dabbed all the time. It was also like when the water does were invented, alright? So everyone's crowding up there. No one hears the bell. Teacher starts to plug her ears, and she gets mad. And then at the end, she dabs, and no one could hear anything after that because of people screaming. It was so loud in the hallways. I swear, it sounded like 10 fire alarms right beside each other, all dinging each other, and it was the weirdest shit, guys. And I will not lie to you, my ears rung for the whole summer. No, I'm kidding. They did ring, though, for a little bit. It was not okay. Why is this circle so tiny? Oh, there was this one time in my class, and I thought it would have been cool to start spinning... start throwing erasers, like little tiny erasers at people. Because, well, they weren't even people. They were people. They were my friends. Like, it's a joke. Like, hey, buddy, here's an eraser. Like, boop. And my teacher noticed it, and she told me to pick up every single eraser. So me, as a punk kid that I was, picked up every little eraser. Me, as a punk kid that I was, oops, I said that wrong. Didn't want to pick up a single eraser. So I said no. That led me a little bit of a trip to the office. It was pretty fun, though, I'm not gonna lie. I hated the principal, though. Like, our principal did nothing, anything. Like, I'm not even joking. We had no budget for school. This was, I moved schools from this because I graduated that school. I only went up to grade 6, guys. And I moved, so after that, the teacher had no budget because she spent it all on stuff for her office. Jesus, I thought I was gonna get out of that. But she spent every last bit on stuff for her office, and I found that, like, so irritating. She had carpets on her walls. She had, like, it was awful, alright? So just one day I get sent into the office, and then she's like, why are you looking at the carpets on my walls? I'm like, well, I was wondering, when is our trip going to be happening? And she's like, that's not what you're sent down here for, is it? And she gets fired this year when I'm gone, of course. Thanks. Thank you, life. Let me just deagle this real quick. Hold up. How did... 1 HP, are you kidding? Did you get him? Good job. I'm at 1 HP, guys. Apology. Yeah, but she got fired this year, so that's alright. Everything ends as soon as I get to school, because why not? How am I still alive? Oh, there was this one time, so I had a friend, and he did have, like, I don't want to say brain disorder, but he did have a brain disorder. He had a learning disability kind of thing, right? And no one really talked about it, because we didn't want to be like, hey, you have this. So we were all just acting normal to him, right? Nothing was bad going on, and his nickname was Dom, because his name was Dominic, so I just called him Dom all the time. And we had a SMI teacher this day, and she heard it for gym, and she heard it, and she's like, go back inside to your class. And then I go back inside, and my teacher's like, Shane, what'd you get sent in here for? And I'm like, I called Dominic Dom. And I guess the teacher thought I called him dumb, and I'm like, sitting here like, what? That's not what happened at all. Did you find him? Oh, there was one behind me. Aw. I want to troll some noobs, but there's no more noobs in this game anymore. Anyways, guys, that's all most of the stories I have so far. I'll let you know if I can make a part 2 and think of some other ones, but this video has gone on pretty long, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.